Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Kate and Kajira Gaming. Welcome if you are new. You can call me KK, and I know this is an entirely new intro scene than we normally use, but I am here to introduce you to a brand new series that I'm going to be doing here on my channel, and that is the Sims 4 Harry Potter Legacy, written by Bubble Gamer Girl. Now, I did just want to make a disclaimer before we go into our Sims build. This is ground zero, episode 0. This is the start, and we're going to build our main founder character in this episode, and then we're also going to decorate the house a little bit. And then in next week's episode is when we actually start the generation on playing the Harry Potter Legacy. I know there's a lot of controversy around Harry Potter, and I will say with my whole chest that 120% do not support J.K. Rowling at all whatsoever. The story of Harry Potter does hold a special place in my heart because growing up, it is what saved me from a lot of the stuff that I was going through. So while the story itself still holds a special place in my heart, I do not support JK whatsoever, and the reason I am doing this challenge is because it is a fanfic written challenge. It is not supported by JK at all. I feel comfortable doing it. Let's go ahead and let's start talking about the Harry Potter Legacy Challenge. I'm going to pull up the blog from Bubble Gamer Girl and I'll go over how the Legacy Challenge works. And of course, I'll have everything linked down below for you guys if you guys also want to be able to participate. So here is Bubble's blog post that she wrote on Tumblr, and it just gives a little bit of information about it. There are 15 generations that you have to do to be able to complete this Legacy Challenge. If you don't know what a legacy challenge is, it's where you start with a matriarch or patriarch and build them up based on certain parameters that have been set forth by the creator. If you guys watch me over on Twitch and here on YouTube on Sundays, I do the emoji legacy challenge written by Storyteller Whims, who's also linked down below. We're basically following that model, but it's named after Harry Potter. There are going to be some magical whimsy things kind of tossed in here as well. So the first generation we're doing is the Harry Potter generation, and this is generation 1. So on Bubble's blog post, you're going to have 15 of these different cards. Each card is going to be a different generation. So of course we're starting off in Gen 1, which is the Harry Potter generation, and she gives a list of goals of which our characters need to start out as and how they need to grow and finish up. So that is pretty much it. So the first one is Harry Potter, and then you have Ginny on Gen 2, Gen 3 is Ron, Gen 4 is Voldemort, Gen 5 is Draco, Gen 6 is Hagrid, Gen 7 is Luna, and as you can tell, they get harder and harder as you continue. It is supposed to. Gen 8 is going to be Molly, 9 is Albus, 10 is Snape, 11 is Dobby, 12 is Neville, 13 is Hermione, 14 is George.
Sorry, I've been miscounting. There are 14 generations, not 15.
Now, you do not name your characters the name of the generation. So down here, my first character's name would not be Harry. It'd be whatever I choose. Then you choose whatever you want your character to be named. This is just an easy way to markate what generation you are building up. And I'm so excited to be able to bring this to you. Now, let's go ahead and let's jump right into our character creation. I am going to speed run quite a bit of this, so there's going to be some voiceover and there's going to be a lot of speed through because it did take me about 2.5 hours to build my character from start to finish, plus redesigning the house that I bought. Now, I did speak to Bubble personally. Monetary wise, you can start out any way you want. I'm kind of going to do almost a rags to riches after I built her house. So I built her house, got everything all on it, and now she's kind of going to do rags to riches afterwards. So let's jump right in and meet my matriarch founder of Generation 1 of the Harry Potter Legacy Challenge for Sims 4. So there has been a lot of stuff that ended up getting cut out in the beginning because I accidentally didn't realize I had a YouTube video in the bottom corner. But this is Kapo Akua. She is named after the Hawaiian goddess of magic. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to kind of shape her not so much like a base sim, but honestly, when I pulled up the base sim, she was really quite pretty to begin with, but I did want to make sure that she did still have some of that Hawaiian aspect, so I gave her the high cheekbones and a little darker skin tone. This beautiful, like, red mahogany brown colored hair is so stunning, but unfortunately, since I am using some modded hair, it's not always going to look the same depending on the hairstyle that I choose, because sometimes the colors just aren't the same. I wanted to keep her makeup pretty natural looking. I didn't want her to stand out too much, whereas my normal Sims that you see me play on Sunday are very grunge, very goth, very emo. very much the darker side of me. So I am making Kapo the more lighter, airy cottagecore version. So I'm just basically splitting the two parts of myself for each version of The Sims. So all of her clothing materials are going to be more neutral and faded colors. So it's going to be a lot of browns and greens. She does have some denim. There is a splash of black here and there, but not as much as my previous creations. Her everyday outfit, I ended up giving her 4. The 4th one you'll see me create at the end because I did find something really cool in my stash of mods over here. Now this is where you see me trying to find the perfect hairstyle and still try to keep that mahogany brown. It's very, very difficult for the formal wear. And I think this is really where the only part she gets that more darker makeup. And I think it's just because I liked the contrast that it gave to everything else. I meant to give her tattoos in the beginning, so we're kind of just back skipping a little bit. I want her tattoos to be floral and mostly line work because she is a green witch. So her traits and aspirations up in the corner are super parent. She's ambitious, creative, family oriented, and then I made her a green witch and a Hufflepuff. I'm not entirely sure what the Hufflepuff trait does. It didn't really say in the description, but this is a magic Harry Potter Legacy challenge, so we had to give her our house. I can't tell you how long I actually spent trying to figure out which hairstyle I wanted for each little outfit design because I had so many. That's probably one of my favorite mods to download. I really also need to start probably downloading some more like clothing items because as I was going through, I didn't really have any. This little bun up with the hair tie I thought was so adorable for a swimming outfit, and in the hot outfit I kind of ended up doing the same, but I found a messy bun instead, so I didn't quite add the ribbon, which now thinking back on it, I probably should have switched the two hairstyles, but you live and you learn. Now I had to find the perfect cold weather shirt so that I could have my Hufflepuff scarf on because again, this is a mod, so I had to kind of play around and mess with everything to make sure it fit. And this is where you see me create that 4th outfit because I found a witch's hat. And now we're going to go ahead and go on to our lot edit. This is called the Gardener House. I don't know if it's in the gallery or if this was a mod. I don't exactly remember, but I don't want the dark wood tones in here. Like I said, Kapu is very light and earthy, so I do need to change a little thing around to make it very light and bright. And I feel like I'm making her like one of those beige moms, even though she's not a mom yet. But I did try to intersperse touches of green. And there are going to be some like witchy coppery color rugs that get thrown in here later as well. I'm not too keen on this wallpaper, but I could not find a wallpaper that I liked. So it might change later on in the story. But for now, this is what we've got. I did end up using the Motherload cheat to be able to get quite a bit of simoleons. But when we start episode 1, she's going to go back down to maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 simoleons. I do need to double check with Bubble. I know I said in the beginning that she said I can start at whatever, but I just want to verify that I can start with whatever amount of money I want. Because I might just leave this amount of simoleons she has and put it in the bank. And that way it is kind of like Harry Potter where he had like all of this money in Gringotts. And I kind of feel like maybe she should do the same for her future children and grandchildren. And that's going to do it, guys. That is episode 0 of our Wizarding Whims Wednesday, where I am going to every Wednesday have a new episode posted on where we are at in this legacy challenge. This is where we're starting with Kapo, and we're gonna see what happens in next week's episode. I'm so excited to do this one. If you guys enjoy Sims 4 or legacy challenges, give this video a great big thumbs up. It really and truly does help me in the algorithm. And to see more episodes like this, and including any other cozy game content I dish out, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll go ding in your inbox every time I post. You guys can keep up with me across all social media sites linked down below. That's Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. And of course, that's where you will always find my posting schedule. I do go live almost every day over here on YouTube and on Twitch, so be sure to check those social media accounts linked down below to find out exactly when I'm going live. I do want to say thank you so much to Bubble Gamer Girl for this amazing legacy challenge, and to Storyteller Whims for the emoji generation challenge that I started over on our live streams on Sunday. You guys are both amazing creators, and they're both linked down below for you guys to check out. I am a small-time content creator looking to grow her channel in 2024, and I hope you guys will continue on that journey with me. Thank you guys so much again. I will see you next week for another Wizarding Whims Wednesday. Bye, guys!